there, everyone. Welcome back. Right now, we are talking about our finances. That's right. We've got our good friends from Foster Financial Services here. We've got John Pinchon here to talk with us about a very important time right now. Happy New Year to you, John.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
You know, even though we are now into the new year, it's time to start thinking about a very important deadline already. We're talking April 15th. Some of them might be looking and saying, that date sounds familiar. For others, what exactly is April 15th, John?
Yes, April 15th is your tax filing deadline. Yeah. So a lot of financial planning can actually be done prior to that deadline for the previous tax year. So a couple of things to consider. Number one is contribution planning. So a lot of folks get into the new year and they automatically think that their contribution planning is done for the previous tax year. Well, there's quite a lot of plans that allow you to make contributions to those plans all the way up until that April 15th date. So number one and most common is going to be IRA planning. So a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, something set aside from your employer-sponsored plan, can be contributed to for retirement planning purposes. And oftentimes this often provides you a tax deferral strategy, which can keep some of your income off of your tax return for healthcare subsidy planning, Medicare planning, and can ultimately save you taxes, which everybody's a fan of. Yeah. So on top of that, another thing to consider there is going to be health savings accounts. So health savings accounts are a part of virtually every high deductible healthcare plan. And so people who are enrolled in that type of plan can actually make contributions for future medical expenses, and it's a tax deferral. Nice. And so this is an excellent way to maximize your health care planning prior to that April deadline for the previous tax year. So for single plans, $4,150 is the contribution limit. And for family plans, it's $8,300 for 2024. Okay. So, and then finally, we would like to just mention college savings plans. College savings plans in Indiana are an excellent strategy because not only is it good for the beneficiary to have, costs for trade school or universities, it's also a great way for you to save money if you make the contribution. Yeah. So. Indiana 529s and the state of Indiana offer a 20% tax credit on contributions up to $7,500. You do not have to contribute that much. In fact, if you contribute $100, you get $20 back on your state tax bill. So all good things to consider there.
All good things to consider. And I'm sure the biggest mistake that people make during this time is waiting until the last minute or simply not doing it. Right, John?
Absolutely. And so the best thing you can do right now is sit down and go over your personal finances. And if you have any questions about contribution limits, when and how should I do what, if you will, reach out to us or another financial advisor. We'd be more than happy to help.
John, we really appreciate you, and thank you for bringing all this great information today.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, yes, right. Everyone, take a look at your screen right now. Find out much more information about Foster Financial, and make sure you reach out to them with those questions. We'll be right back, everyone.